So we can see Birgit shooting a great ball and leaving the 10 pin.
That's looking left. Oh, wow, she picks it up. Way to go.
She wasn't very sure of that,
Yeah,
but
she wasn't as confident.
luckily her spare ball doesn't hook as much on the long pattern.
That helps.
But she yanked it. Look, that's about 27.5 kilometers an hour. Sophie's still using her track 811A.
And that ball's working really good for her.
Looking good. Trip.
Comes up just a bit light. Almost trips the 2-pin. But she made that 8-pin trip, and this is a better spare.
Easier than the 2-8.
Yeah, for sure.
Sparing the 2-pin. Somebody's singing a Deutschland song next to us.
I think we're sitting on the wrong side.
Well, we're not. I guess, there's no wrong side in support. But, we need to see the pin, so we're caught up in between the German
We're
Reds.
surrounded by Germans right now. As we will see Birgit, and she moved a bit left, it seems.
Oh, I didn't think that was good.
Yeah, she leaves a 6-7. Comes up real high.
I think she released the ball about 3 boards more in.
Then she planned on.
Than she's supposed to.
And we see some talks between the German coaches. I think they're going to look at changing something, whether that's line or ball.
Even though this picked up a bit early and hooked a bit too much, I still feel that the Versamax is going to be too much of a risk at this moment.
We'll see. We have Sophie.
With a strike here, she can take an early lead on Birgit Pippler. Even just with a spare, she could take an early lead as well, as Birgit opened.
That seems in. I think this is where the lanes transaction happens.
I think so. They're both going to have to change something to get back to that striking mood they were
Sophie
in.
shot a really good game on this, the first game. She shot 245. Birgit was already struggling a bit.
That's true, but that's because she missed 2 single pin spares.
Nice spare by Sophie. That'll give her a 12-pin lead on 11-pin lead, sorry, on Birgit.
She did change balls, but she didn't change to her Versamax, she changed to her Karma. I think it's the right ball change, but the difference between a C System 4.5 and the blue
big.
Karma is so big that you have to expect your ball to do something different. So I understand that you don't want to make too big of an adjustment by moving just a bit out and changing balls, but if you're very confident about what your ball reaction is going to be, then I think she needed a bigger adjustment than she did now.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this karma thing.
She missed another spare. Of course, disappointed because she knows that spares are so important at this stage of the match when both players are struggling to find a consistent line to the pocket.
Well, the thing is, Sophie's ball reaction is looking pretty good. She's just not throwing it as great in some frames, while Birgit is throwing it okay. Just her ball reaction is not good. And I think that's really hard because you're gonna have to find something and make changes quickly because this game's gonna go fast.
Well, Sophie did move because she saw that her ball picked up earlier in the frame before this. But I'm not sure this was enough. As long as she keeps her head clear.
With Birgit opening, her spares are gonna be okay. The tough thing with this one is that the 2-pin is ahead of the 5, and with spare balls hooking, it's so easy to chop that one.
It is. But she didn't. She
Right
converted.
pickup. That means she is now again ahead, still ahead of Birgit, entering the 4th frame. Did she go back to her 4.5?
No, she didn't. Oh,
Yes,
she did.
That seems to work. She just
It
went
was
in with
better.
it.
I think she's pumping her fist for a little intimidation. Just
Why
to
not?
show Sophie that she is definitely not going to give up. So we're just going to show you some scores at this moment. Birgit on top with 36 in the 3rd frame, working on a strike in the 4th, and Sophie with 36 in the 2nd frame, working on a spare in the 4th frame.
Sophie moved to her pursuit. Had a great look, but leaves the 10-pin. Not the carry she was looking for. I think her ball reaction going down the lane was pretty good.
It looked a lot better than the 811A at this point of the match.
The thing is, I don't know if she has another ball that would work.
I saw her practicing with the 508A, and as that is yes, and as that is, oh, I just want to say thank you for making the lanes just a bit drier, so
She's
her
like,
spare
I can't
ball
believe
hooks.
I just spared that. Yeah, you did. That's classic.
No, I saw her practice with the 508A on the long pattern.
That is classic Sophie, though. She's not gonna not show that she didn't know if she was gonna spare that.
No. Well, you know, she's always happy, so that's, you know, it's
She's still laughing. I love it.
because she knows how important it was. She's 19 ahead of Birgit at this moment, and if Birgit makes it a double,
Yeah, big shot for Birgit.
Oh,
that
it's too
seems quite
far.
far out. Yeah, and
It's too
she leaves the
far.
wash out.
I felt like she tripped when she released the ball. She didn't have the right balance she normally has. Sophie is working on a safe game with 4 spares, and that should be enough for now, as Birgit is struggling to find a consistent line to the pocket. She already has 3 opens in 5 frames. It is not looking good for Birgit Püppler at this time in the game.
Sophie decided to stay with that pursuit, although her ball reaction wasn't as great. And she had it again.
You can tell by her face expression that she's not sure if that is the right ball that she should use.
I think she should go back to that 811A. Those were 2 good shots off her hand, and I think if she can throw a good shot with that 811A, that's a better choice. And I see Andre, the coach, kind of nodding his head, or shaking his head, I should say, thinking, yeah, this is not gonna work. But her shots were great.
Yeah, it's just
so
not.
If she can keep that up, go back to the 811A, I think that is gonna be good enough for Sophie. But again, sparing here as Birgit opened.
This gives Sophie a 20-pin lead. Sorry, 22-pin lead.
Possibly 30 if
Possibly